Okay, let's just dive right into this explainer. Today, we're decoding the absolute digital dominance of a release that is currently just shaking up the global charts. Seriously, it's a textbook masterclass in modern digital music rollouts, showing us exactly how combining the right talent with the perfect timing creates a cultural moment you literally cannot avoid.
So, here's our game plan for today. We're going to hit 4 main topics: a viral regional phenomenon, the powerhouse collaborators, breaking down the numbers, and finally, the road to Lemony.
All right, part 1, a viral regional phenomenon.
Look, the internet is a massive place, right? But massive digital hits usually establish their footing by capturing very specific regional markets first. And guys, this isn't just doing well, it's holding the absolute #1 rank. Grabbing the peak position on any major platform's trending list is incredibly tough. It takes a massive, totally synchronized wave of viewership. And this officially stands as the top normal video trend for the entire region of Taiwan. Think about that for a second. It managed to completely slice through all the daily noise, the gaming streams, the news, the vlogs, to become the single most prevalent trending topic in that entire market. The target of all this unprecedented attention? It's aespa's WDA, which stands for Whole Different Animal, by the way, featuring none other than G-Dragon. This specific drop is acting like a giant funnel, pulling a concentrated, massive influx of global traffic directly into the SMTOWN channel.
Which brings us right to part 2, the powerhouse collaborators.
Because listen, a hit of this magnitude doesn't just happen by accident. You have this real tripod of influence making this release undeniable. First, you've got the massive distribution megaphone of the SMTOWN channel. Then, the explosive current popularity of aespa. And finally, the wild card that pushes the whole thing over the edge, a legendary feature from G-Dragon.
If we actually peek under the hood at the core metadata, you can see this trend is heavily fueled by the distinct star power of the group members themselves. The back-end tags are specifically targeting searches for Karina, Giselle, Winter, and Ningning. Fans aren't just looking up the group name, they're searching for their individual biases, which just multiplies the search volume exponentially.
So, the magic formula here is that this release perfectly balances the modern, superstar gravity of aespa with the established, heavyweight legacy of G-Dragon. It literally bridges generations. It creates an unmissable event where fans of today's dominant hitmakers collide head-on with the followers of a deeply established icon.
Okay, moving on to part 3, breaking down the numbers.
6. Just 6. We know who's involved, but the velocity here is what's really staggering. This dropped exactly 6 days ago from the time this data was captured. We are not talking about a slow burn here, folks. We are talking about immediate, explosive impact in less than a single week.
In that incredibly brief, less than a week window, it racked up an eye-watering 13.6 million views. That is millions of views every single day. It's a consistent fire hose of digital traffic that proves this collaboration didn't just generate a spark of initial curiosity, it has massive, massive replay value.
But, views really only tell part of the story. Let's look at the ratio. Alongside those 13.6 million views, we've got over 476,000 likes and north of 31,000 comments. This metric is absolutely vital. It proves we are looking at a highly active, super vocal audience rather than just passive background noise.
The sheer scale of those 13 million views is wild, but it's the density of the engagement that actually matters. Hundreds of thousands of those viewers are actively hitting that like button, and tens of thousands are taking the time to actually type out a comment. This is a highly mobilized fan base.
And honestly, as the metadata itself points out, this dense, rapid engagement is the exact reason it was selected as the top normal video trend for the region. The algorithm doesn't just look at empty views. It looks at how fast those views happen and how passionately the audience interacts with the content once they hit play.
Which leads us to our final section, part 4, the road to Lemonade.
So let's pull back the curtain here. Why did this massive drop happen right now? To find the ultimate goal, we have to look past the current chart rankings and look directly at the provider's description to uncover the real marketing master plan. The metadata explicitly defines WDA as a pre-release single. Now, if you're not familiar, a pre-release single is essentially the vanguard. It's a strategic strike designed solely to capture everyone's attention, dominate the conversation, and build this fever-pitch anticipation right before a much larger project drops.
Because get this, the entire purpose of this 13 million view phenomenon is actually a funnel. It's literally designed to drive fans straight to the pre-order link for aespa's upcoming second full album, Lemonade. If you're studying digital marketing, take notes. This is a masterclass in using high-value free content to drive immediate conversions. The description box explicitly points viewers to listen, download, and go pre-order that album. The timeline for this strategy is just brilliant. Step 1, drop an undeniable collaboration 6 days ago. Step 2, instantly capture the #1 trend spot, flooding the zone with high engagement traffic. Step 3, funnel all that hyped active audience directly into the upcoming Lemonade album launch.
It's so meticulously planned that even the back-end keywords are strategically designed to connect the dots for the algorithm. The tags link the current hit, buzzwords like WMDA and Whole Different Animal, directly to broader searches for Lemonade and the second album. They are training the search engine to associate the hype of today with the product of tomorrow.
Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating final thought to take away from this explainer today. If a teaser track, a simple pre-release single, can completely conquer an entire region's trending charts and pull in 13.6 million hyper-engaged views in just 6 days, what on earth happens when the main event finally arrives? Seriously, keep your eyes on the charts because the road to Lemonade is clearly just getting started.